Hey everybody, okay, so now I want to talk to you all about what to do as a client during a Reiki healing session. Okay, so I'm also going to explain some things to do and don't do before and after. Okay, so I'll start with the before. So you don't want to be eating a meal about an hour before you start. Okay, we want to keep the body nice and relaxed, agile, nimble, comfortable while you're lying down. So that's quite important, okay? Um, be hydrated, but don't drink too much water, okay? You don't want to be having to go to the toilet every 5 minutes, okay? I mean, if you do need to go to the toilet, it's okay, it's fine, it's not a problem. It won't affect anything or stop anything working, okay? The Reiki will still be working, but, you want to be relaxing during the session. So that's my point. So during the session, so you don't really have to do anything at all. You're just lying down. The key is to just be. Okay, so the Reiki energy is going to be moving things through the body. It's going to be opening some stuff, and it's going to be bringing some stuff to the surface, both physical, as in toxins, and on the mental level as well, like emotional stuff. Okay, so you want to be looking at that. Okay, that's how we move forward through the healing. Like, you look at it, you move through it, as opposed to trying to go around it or ignore it, because that's how things stay lodged. It's like having something under a carpet. You want to let it free, let it run out, rather than keep it there. So it's important not to be distracted, and this ties into my next point with the music. Okay, so there's some beautiful Reiki healing music out there on both Spotify and YouTube. When I first start working with a new client, I always send them a link to my favorite YouTube track. Okay, off that one, there are a few other ones that are also very good, that are recommended. You essentially don't want to have anything with the drum beat, okay, because it can be very distracting and it actually takes you away from the experience. Okay, so sometimes when some of my clients ask, what should I do, or what should I be concentrating on, you don't have to concentrate on anything. You just be. So just be in your body. You can pay attention to the physical sensations that come about through the Reiki moving through your body, or you can just listen to the music. That's what I do. I just listen to the music, if I'm either lying down or when I was doing my training. That's what really helped me. But you can do what you want, just nothing with a drum beat or nothing that's distracting. Obviously your phones want to be either off or on airplane mode. Okay, so if you're with family, just let them know, look, for a half an hour or an hour I'm going to be away, I'm going to be in my room, leave me alone, I'll be back after. That's important. I just say, like, the solitude, just being alone. So that's important because it's your time. So after, okay, again, stay hydrated, but don't overdrink. I think a lot of people out there they have this idea of, drinking a bit more than they need to flush toxins out. What it doesn't necessarily always do that. What it sometimes do, it sort of, you're overworking your body, where it's naturally just processing the water and puts it where it needs to. It's the same with overeating. You're sort of overworking your body in that aspect, and it's not what you want to do. But the do's are, just eat a nice hearty meal, just something healthy. If I'll let my client know if we've had quite a heavy session where something's been dislodged, or like a knot or something. We've basically had a bit of a breakthrough that could be quite emotional or groundbreaking, if you will. To have like a nice hearty meal, and that could be like a nice warm soup with some bread, or something more heavy. Okay, that's important. Apart from that, you don't want to be having anything too oily or something that can have you sleeping quite heavy. You just had like a very lightening experience, so you want to stay that way. Okay, You can also have a bath with some Epsom salts, or just have a nice long warm shower, because water is very cleansing as well. um, you know uh, yeah, you can spend 15 minutes in the shower or however long you want. That's very, very cleansing water, so that helps to get rid of some stuff that's sort of lingering. As we finish the Reiki session, I do clean the area, whether it's in person or distance. I do clean the area of the person where they are, who I'm working with. So that's not necessary at all, but it just, any like lingering stuff, emotional stuff that's with the person, as they finish, as I say, they can be quite emotional. It's just good to have that shower. Wind is also very healing, like air and wind. So if it's a nice breezy day and you want to just get the body moving at like maybe about half an hour after we finish the session, I highly recommend that as well. Go for a walk through the park somewhere nice and quiet, some beautiful flowers. I'm in a nice very area here, because air is also very cleansing as well, so that's great. That's also a really good idea. So I'll also, with all of my clients, I also message them 5 minutes before we start, just to reassure the person. So that's very normal. Especially with the newer clients who are not sure what to expect, it just reassures them that I'm there, ready to work with them and start sending. As we finish, I'll always send you a voice note within about 5 to 10 minutes after finishing, just explaining what we did, where the Reiki went, what it was working on, and just some tips on what to do, either moving forward or in between that session and the next session if we're going to continue. So whether it's dietary or whatever, because everybody's got specific needs, depending on who they are and what their sort of, their situation is, what I'm saying. So that's that. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything there. It's important. One last thing. I'm happy I remember this actually. It's important, like the key to getting the most out of your session as a client is to just be. So it's to just look at what comes, and be in it, feel it. If it's something not very nice, emotional, look at it, because the Reiki's showing you something. It's showing you what you need to look at to heal. It's moving it out energetically anyway, but also to heal from it yourself and to sort of learn from it. If it's something maybe say a trauma from a person, or a trauma from a relationship, or from something at work, or whatever it could be, you'll learn from it. So just look at it. And that also ties into what I want to say now, is like, there's no need to use any mantras at all during the session, or like to play any extra music or have any crystals, because not so much the crystals themselves, but specifically the mantras, when you're doing something, it actually interferes with the Reiki itself. So the Reiki's doing something. It's it's going to come through me, the bridge, the channel, and it goes into you and does what it needs to do. But if you're doing something like using a mantra, which a lot of them are very powerful, it actually has an effect on what the Reiki's doing. So it can interfere, is what I'm saying. So it's best, if you have a mantra practice or a yoga practice, something like that, that's great. Do it before and after. But with Reiki, just because I'm a Iboga healer as well, I use Iboga medicine, and we always say to our guests in retreats, like, look, leave what you do just at the door, because you're going to let the Reiki come do its thing, because it knows what to do, and after you're free to do whatever you want. But just so you get the most out of your session. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. All my links are just above. Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever you want. You can find me there. I'll be there to answer your questions as soon as possible. Okay, have a great day, and I look forward to hearing you all soon. Bye bye.